All right, for streaming purposes, we have no problems. For timeouts and halftime, I'm going to have to mute it because for copyright, we can't have any music coming over the YouTube, and they were playing music, so we got kicked off apparently. So we're back up and running on YouTube, but I will have to mute it definitely for any timeouts or when they're playing any music like at halftime or whatever. So don't worry about it. It's just muted whenever it comes time for that. We're about a minute away from the start of the basketball game here tonight. And we were talking about Vienna and Massac County. If it works out where Massac County is the 1 seed and Vienna is the 2 seed, and that's entirely possible, there's no way we would play each other until the sectional championship game, the way the tournament, IHSA regional tournament is done. So we'll see how that plays. And the same thing with 1A, Goreville and Meridian are in the same subsectional. Goreville is the host team, so they would obviously, if they're 1, 2, 3, or 4, and they should be a 2 seed, they'll be at home, and that would put Meridian at Crab Orchard. So they'll have the same situation. They wouldn't play each other until the sectional championship, and that's in Gallatin County. We are just about ready for action. They can hear us, so we're in good shape, and on both the streaming and for the YouTube. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. I'm Ron Ellis. Cameron is next to me. He's going to be moving the screen up, back and forth. Like last night, we're on the gym. We're on the stage at the end of the gym. So obviously, it's going to look farther away whenever we're on the far side of the floor. Vienna will be coming toward us the first half, and then they'll be going away from us in the second half. But the JV won here tonight. Vienna's JV, they remain undefeated, and they won 79-51 over Meridian here tonight. Good crowd here tonight. Vienna's got a nice crowd that came down. Meridian has a very nice crowd that's over here on the other side of the floor. They're behind the players, and we are getting close to ready for the national anthem and then the starting lineup. This ought to be one whale of a basketball game. And Owen Treat still sporting a bum foot, but he's able to play. Hopefully everything will go well. And we're going to have our national anthem here. I'd like to make some comments, but I better not. All right, starting lineups for the visiting Vienna Eagles.
They may or may not have copyright music whenever they're getting announced.
So The guards tonight, a 6'2 junior, number 22, Owen Treat, also at a guard, a 5'9 senior, number 23, Caden Vaughn. If they start playing music for the Meridian Bobcats, I'm going to have to mute the YouTube very quickly. So if that happens, you'll know why. Charlie King is a forward, a 6'5 senior, number 2. Also at a forward, a 6'3 junior, number 4, Tommy Hullhubner. And the other forward is 6'2 junior, number 10, Dayton Nichols. Stephen Dreer, the head coach. Roger Webb, Chris Watson, and Ross Hill, the assistants. And Vienna, once again, 20-3 coming into this game tonight. Number 22 is Cole Kaufman. So the starting lineup once again for the Meridian Bobcats. A guard, 5'8 sophomore, number 2, Shamer Easley. A guard, a 5'10 senior, number 5, Tristan Mackins. A guard, 5'7 senior, all everything, number 24, Roderick Gatewood Jr. At a forward, a 6'4 senior, number 10, Josh Everidge. And the other forward is 6'2 junior, number 22, Cole Kaufman.
They're playing music again.
All right, tip is up, and it is loose. The Bobcats come out of there with the opening tap. Gatewood has the basketball out on top. Nichols has drawn him. Man-to-man pressure by the Eagles. Mackins, long 3 off the side of the rim. Rebound comes out there to Vaughn. Vaughn working against Easley. Coming into the front court over Treat. Left side over to Hullhubner. His 3, short, no good. Tip up, controlled by Treat. Over to Vaughn. Down underneath to Charlie King, and it goes out of bounds off of Vienna. And it will be full court pressure by the Eagles. Gatewood spins out of a double team. Into the front court with the dribble. Working against Nichols. On the left side, takes it to the top of the key between the circles. Still maintains the dribble, kicks it in the left corner on the baseline over to Everidge. Back out on top over to Mackins. Mackins, top of the key. Wings to the right side, down deep to Everidge, jumping in. And the Bobcats with the early lead, 2-0. As Everidge gets the basket. Charlie King on top. Up to Owen Treat. Left side. Treat for a long 3. Got it. Owen Treat gives the Eagles the lead back at 3-2. The first lead change of the evening. And in the front court comes Gatewood. He shoots a long 3. Way short. King with the rebound. Vienna wants to run. Treat quickly into the front court. Left side. Left side, right side for King for 3. He got it! Charlie King for 3. And it's 6-2 Vienna. Mackins brings it up against King into the front court. 6:18 to go here in quarter number one. Charlie King's going to pick up a foul with the body. Inbounding the ball out of center court is Kaufman. He gets it over to Mackins. Mackins brings it into the front court. Left side over to Kaufman. Out on top to Gatewood. Gatewood goes left side, stops, pops, elevates, way short again. Rebound by Holhuman. Over to Treat. Treat brings it into the front court as he lets everyone pass. Maintains the dribble. Out on top. Goes left side over to Bond. Into Holhuman. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled out there by Kaufman. Over to Mackins. Mackins with 5:48 to go here in quarter number one. Takes it to the paint, and he's going to be walked. That's their first turnover. He walked just before reach-in. King to Kaufman, and Kaufman will bring the ball into the front court. 5:40 to go here in quarter number one. King has the ball. King out on top over Troop. Back to King. He launches up a long three, too strong. Rebound by Vaughn. Vaughn out on top of Troop. To King. King lets one person pass out on top of Troop. Left side over to Vaughn for three. Well, way off. Holhuman over to Nichols. Nichols to Vaughn out on top of Treat. Treat for three. Off the back of the rim. Rebounds by Mackins. Mackins quickly into the front court with the dribble. All the way down to the left block. Out on top to Kaufman for three. Off the rim. No good. Fight for the rebound. Comes out to Vaughn. Vaughn with 5:02 to go in the first quarter. Brings it into the front court to Treat. Out on top. Thrown away. It was tipped. And then Vaughn goes into the back court to get it. Brings it into the Holhumer. Holhumer looks inside, nothing there. Gets a Treat on a bounce in the corner. Treat, skip pass. Vaughn, back into King. 10-footer, got the roll. King has 5, and it's 8-2, and a quick timeout called by Meridian. I'm sure it'll be a 30. 4:41 to go. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And we're back. They get it in Mackins. Full pressure behind that, but they back off as soon as they got it inbound. Mackins brings it across the half line. Mackins on the right side. Maintains the dribble. Into the corner. Picks it up. Skip pass. Left side. Over to Everidge. Everidge dips inside the arc. About 16 foot. No good. King with the rebound. Diana wants to run. Gets it over to Treat. Treat has it blocked away from him. Coming out there with it was Foger. Long three off the back of the rim. Mackins with the rebound. Mackins. Gatewood. Longer three. Got it. And it's 8-5. And a second turnover. Into the front court. Treat. Picks up the dribble to Holhuman. Holhuman in the corner of Treat. They get in the nickel. Triple two. Back to Treat. Treat thought about it. Doesn't take it. Over to Vaughn. Good pass into King. Oh, it goes off of Meridian. Oh, no. Wow. Third turnover on the Eagles. 3:43 to go here in quarter number one. Mackins has it. Working against King into the front court. Drives basket into the paint. Puts a shot up off the glass and in. Mackins first basket. Quickly 8-7. King brings the ball into the front court. That's a 1-2-2 by the Bobcats. Treat into the corner to Vaughn. Vaughn back out to Treat. Treat to Vaughn. Steps inside the arc, then backs it up. Out on top over to King. King drives into the paint. Kicks it in the corner to Vaughn. Wide open three. Got it. Caden Vaughn hits his first three of the game. It's 11-7. Vienna had 3 threes in abuse. Quickly into the front court. Gatewood takes it all the way to the hole, puts it up and in. He's got 5, and it's 11-9. Vaughn brings the ball into the front court. 2:53 to go here in the first quarter. Eagles have led the entire way, but it's stayed close. True. Well, Meridian scored the first basket. It was 2-0. In the street from the right elbow, shot short. Rebound comes out there to Mackins. He wants to run. Mackins behind the back dribble into the front court, passes it over to Gatewood. Gatewood steps back, 3 off the back of the rim. Everidge with the rebound. Everidge, oh, what a pass to Kaufman, up and in. Beautiful pass, and we're tied at 11. Our first tie tonight. Quickly into the front court. Throws it up to King. King, the hole here for 3. Short. Fight for it. Kaufman comes out there with it. Kaufman splits a double team. Over to Everidge. Everidge lays it up and scores. He's got 4 in Meridian on a quick run. It's 13-11, and it's a 6-0 run by the Bobcats. Treat out on top to Holhuber. Back over the Treat. Tip off to Caden, and he'll set it up. 15-foot jump shot. In and out by Holhuber. He has the ball, gets it back over to King for 3. Got it! Charlie King runs a 3, and it's 14-13. Vienna, our third lead change of the game. 1:27 to go here in the first quarter. Mackins brings it top of the key. Backs it up, throws it away. That's their second turnover of the game. 1:21 to go. Treat saying something to the official about being held. Vaughn brings it into the front court. Shaden into Holhuber, down to Nichols. Nichols, double team. Kicks it out on top to Vaughn. He has the ball stripped away from him by Gatewood to stay with Vienna. 63 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Vienna with a scant 1-point lead. Into the backcourt to Treat. Treat brings it across the half line. Picked up by Glover. Over to Vaughn. Vaughn, skip pass to King. He drives baseline. Little floater, no good. Rebound comes out there to Kaufman, and we're going to get a foul. And this may be a reach-in foul on Charlie King. It is. That'll be his second. He's got 8 points and the leading scorer in the game right at the moment with 50 seconds to go. Gatewood races into the front court. Crossover, loses the ball. Vaughn comes out there with it. Over to Treat. Treat into the paint, and we're going to get a push from behind. And the fouls are going to go against Meridian. That's number 1. Javarian Ransom. That's his first. Shot up, no good. Tip by Holhuber. And we have a jump ball. Possession away will go to who? Vienna, I think. Meridian got the opening tip. And that's the way it works. Buddy Clay getting ready to come in. Buddy is 6'2" junior, going to replace Charlie King with his 2 fouls. Javarian Ransom is a 5'8" freshman. They give it to Vaughn. Vaughn has the ball stripped away from him. He gets it back. Gets it back out on top of the Treat. Skip pass. Holhuber for 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Ball's loose. Buddy Clay tips it out to Nichols. Down to Vaughn. Off the glass. Short. No good. Everidge with the rebound. Everidge gets it over to Gatewood. Gatewood into the paint. Takes it down off the glass. Leaves it short. No good. Treat with the rebound. Out to Nichols. Nichols races down. Puts it up. He's hammered. No call. Vaughn has the ball taken away from him by Kaufman. Wow. No foul. Gatewood on the other side. Lays it up and in. Holy moly moly. And it's 15-14. Meridian right at the buzzer. That's our 4th lead change. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Charlie King with 8 points, 3 points by Owen Treat, 3 by Caden Vaughn. Nobody went to the free throw line in the first quarter. Vienna with 3 turnovers, Meridian with 3 turnovers, 7 points for Roderick Gatewood, 2 points for Cole Kaufman, 4 for Josh Everidge, and 2 for Tristan Mackins. We had 4 lead changes and 1 tie in the first quarter. Meridian with the basketball to start the second quarter. Out on top with it, Gateway. Roderick Gateway, and we have a charge on Gatewood. I want to say Gateway, but it's Gatewood, and the charge will be on Gatewood. That's his first. Second on the Meridian Bobcats. That's their 4th turnover, and Vienna will have the basketball. Huber, Vaughn, Clay, Nichols, and Treat. The 5 Eagles on the floor. Treat into the corner. Treat back it on top to Huber. Huber back to Treat. Treat brings it out on top between the circles. 7:30 to go here in quarter number 2. They get into Clay, and Buddy is fouled. This will go against Damari Jackson. He's a 5'7" senior. Damari Jackson's first, team 3rd on the Bobcats. Huber will inbound it under his own goal. He slaps the ball, look to get it in, does to Treat. Back to Huber. Treat has it, and he throws it away. Vaughn catches it at center court, gets it to Clay. Clay on top of Treat. Treat back to Clay. He takes a dribble off the glass and in! Buddy Clay in the scoring column, and it's 16-15 Vienna. Our 5th lead change of the game. Mackins into the front court, crossover dribble, working against Treat, right side over to Jackson. Jackson bounces it to Gatewood. Gatewood working against Nichols. Into the paint, little floater, got it. He's got 9, and it's 17-16. Vaughn lets his man pass. 3-pointer by Caden Vaughn. That's his 7th 3, and it's 19-17 Vienna. Our 7th lead change. Going the other way. Mackins for 3. Whoa, he was downtown. He's got 5, and it's 20-19. Into the front court. Down to Nichols. Nichols lets the man pass. Gets a shot up. No good. Buddy Clay has the ball knocked away from him. Coming out there with it was Easley. Easley over to Gatewood. Gatewood into the front court. And we're going to get a blocking foul on Treat. That'll be Owen's first, team 3rd on Vienna. Both teams now with 3 team fouls. 6:23 to go here in quarter number 1. It's 20-19 Meridian. 8 lead changes in this game. It's just 20-19. Into the back court, over to Mackins. Mackins brings it into the front court. Thought about a 3, double team, gets it over to Gatewood. Gatewood, long 3-pointer, rims out of there. Rebound fought for, we're gonna have a jump ball, and this will go to, should be Vienna. Meridian had the ball to start the quarter, and it is. Meridian had the ball to start the second quarter. It's got to be Vienna basketball. All right. I can put my striped shirt on if we need to. My license isn't current, but that's okay. I can referee from here very well. Vaughn gets it into Nichols. Nichols in the corner to Huber. Down underneath the Buddy Clay. Lays it up and in! Buddy Clay wheeled that one in. 21-20. Vienna back out on top. Quickly into the front court comes Mackins. Mackins backs it up beyond the arc. Working against Treat. Maintain the dribble into the paint. Elevate. Shot up. No good. Clay with the rebound. Gets it over to Treat. Treat. Long pass into the front court to Vaughn. Over to Buddy Clay. He has the ball knocked away from him. He throws it away. Over to Gatewood. Gatewood races down. Reverse is good. He's got 11, and it's 22-21. Quickly into the front court comes Vaughn. Over to Huber. Huber to Nichols. Has the ball stripped away from him. Coming down. Mackins lays it up. No good, and we're going to get a foul on Vienna. Number 23, I believe it is, Caden Vaughn. His first, team 4th, and to the free throw line. We'll have our first free throws tonight with Tristan Mackins. Mackins has 5 points on the evening. Meridian has a 1-point lead with 5:15 to go here in quarter number 2. Tristan's first free throw is good. 2-point lead for the Bobcats. That matches they've had the 3-point lead, or 2-point lead a couple of times. All right, coming in for the Eagles, Jacob Waters Number 24, 6'1" sophomore. He replaces Hull Hubner. Charlie King's back in. So it's King, Vaughn, Treat, Waters, and Clay. The 5 Eagles on the floor right now. We have Ransom, Gatewood, Mackins. His second free throw is good. And their largest lead of the night is 3 points. And then Vienna throws it away. Turnover number 6 on the Eagles. Vienna's biggest lead so far has been 6. Gatewood walks it into the front court. Long three-pointer's good. He was literally on the volleyball line. And it's 27-21. That's their biggest lead of 6 points. King is fouled. Ransom grabbed him around the waist. This will be Ransom's second foul. That's the 4th team foul on the Bobcats. 4:51 to go here in the first half. Charlie King, top of the key extended. They get it in to Vaughn. Back to King. King looks inside, takes a couple of dribbles, gets it to Vaughn. Vaughn, to Treat, to Waters, back out to Vaughn, to King. King steps inside the arc, gets it to Caden Vaughn. Vaughn to Waters, double team, back to Vaughn for 3. Off the dribble, no good. Rebound comes out there to Donate Reed. I'll have an interesting story on him. Shot up by Ransom, no good. Tip up, no good. Fight for it. Ransom comes out there with it. And we're going to get a foul on Charlie King. No, Owen Treat. That'll be his second. Deontay Reed is a 6'2" freshman. He looks like a fullback, and he is strong, really talented. He had one whale of a JV game. Into the right corner, over to Mackins. Long 3, air ball, and it goes out of bounds off of Buddy Clay. That hit nothing. Caught Buddy Clay by surprise. Meridian with a 27-21 lead, 6 points. Way out on top to Mackins. Mackins hands it off to Gatewood. Gatewood just hit one. He another long 3, no good. Treat with the rebound. Treat passes it into King. King in the front court. Gets it back to Treat. Treat on top to King. King goes left side into the corner to Vaughn. 15-footer. Good. Caden Vaughn on the baseline. He's got 8. And it's 27-23. Quickly, Mackins into the front court with 3:43 to go in the first half. Mackins goes right baseline. Underneath the goal, kicks it out on top over to Jackson. Jackson on the baseline, shovel pass down to Reed, lays it up and in. 29-23. Quickly, Treat into the front court, goes all the way down, elevates, shot in the paint is good. He's got 5, and it's 29-25. That was quick. Gatewood back out on top. Another long 3. Got it. He is feeling it now. 32-25. Waters into the front court. Gets it to King. King off the glass. Can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line for 2 as Deontay Reed will pick up the foul. That'll be Reed's first. Reed with the first foul. First free throw by Charlie's good. He now has 9 points, and it's 32-26. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. Second free throw by Charlie is also good. And King comes out. Cato comes in. Charlie King now with 10 points for the Eagles, and it's 32-27. Mackins brings the ball into the front court, working against Vaughn. Turns, spins, maintains the dribble. They try to double team him, but he dribbles out of it. 2:53 to go. Mackins to Gatewood. Gatewood steps back, works his back towards center line, working against Cato. Stops, pops, jump up, in and out, and back in. Gatewood is having one heck of a second quarter. 34-27. Into the corner. Vaughn for three off the back of the rim. Waters with the rebound. Down to Buddy Clay. And Buddy is fouled. Oh, they call him. Good gravy. Turnover number 7 on the Eagles. He did walk, but he got a little help with a push from behind. They should have asked. I could have told them. Mackins brings the ball into the front court with the dribble. Crossover dribble, top of the key, behind the back, between the legs again. Mackins, again behind the back. Stops from the right elbow. Out on top, over to Easley. Back over to Gatewood. His baseline jumper off the back of the rim, no good. Vaughn has the ball stripped away from him. Mackins comes out there with it. Mackins for a long deuce, no good. Waters gets the rebound. Waters gets it over to Treat. Treat up to Cato. Cato in the corner to Vaughn for three. Air ball. Easley comes out there with it. Easley, lung pass down to Gatewood. And no foul by Waters. Goes out of bounds off of Jacob. And Job Winterroud comes in. He's going to replace Caden Vaughn with 1:47 to go in the second quarter. 34-27, Meridian. Gatewood. Way out on top, over to Jackson. Jackson takes it to the top of the key, working against Waters. Kicks it over to Gatewood. Gatewood backs it up to the volleyball line. Got to guard him everywhere on the inside of the half line. Gatewood, long three-pointer. He is fouled by Waters. That'll be Waters' first foul, and Gatewood will go to the free throw line for three free throws. He's got 12 points this quarter, 19 for the game. Their next closest scorer is Tristan Mackins, and he has 7. Leading scorer for the Eagles is Charlie King with 10. And the first free throw is good. 35-27. Second free throw by Gatewood is also good as it bounces around and falls in. And the third free throw, with 91 seconds to go in the second quarter, is no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's being batted around, and this should go against number 12, Damari Jackson. And it is. That's Damari Jackson's second foul. That's just the 6th team foul on the Eagles, and thrown away. Easley for three, no good. Treat with the rebound. Treat brings it into the front court over to Cato. Cato dumps it off to Waters, into Betty Clay, lays it off the glass and in. Clay has 6. And it's 36-29. Quickly, Gatewood, shake and bake move, shot up, no good, long tip out. Mackins for three off the front of the rim. Kaufman, 15-footer, good. Kaufman hit the 15-footer, and it's 38-29, their largest lead. 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Waters brings it across half line over to Winterroad. Winterroad steps inside the arc in the corner for Cato. His three, way long. Treat chases it down. Treat, crossover dribble on the baseline. Back to Cato. Cato dumps it into Clay. Turns, spins, shot up and in. Buddy Clay's got 8, and it's 38-31. 7-point lead. Into the front court comes Jackson. Crossover dribble into the paint, kicks it back. Gatewood, wide open three off the back of the rim, no good. Easley with the follow, no good. Treat with the rebound. Treat races into the front court. Looked like he was fouled, no call on the turnover. Here comes Mackins. Mackins, charge. That'll be Mackins' first foul. 5th turnover on the Meridian Bobcats. Their coach doesn't agree with it with 7.5 seconds to go. Waters picked up the foul on the charge. King's going to come back in and replace Winterroad. Vaughn has 8. Buddy Clay has 8. Charlie King has 10. 7.5 seconds to go. I think we're finally ready. Length of the floor to go. They get it into Cato. Cato with 4 seconds. And he gets fouled by Mackins, and this will put him on the line for a 1-and-1. So this will be the 8th team foul, and Cato will go to the free throw line with a chance to get on the scoring column here tonight and cut into this 7-point deficit. Vienna's biggest lead has been 6-9 for the Bobcats. Free throw is good. He'll get the bonus. (38-32). With 3.1 seconds to go in the half, Cato's second free throw is no good. And Cato comes out there with it. Shot up, no good. King from 10, no good. Treat, got it! Oh no! They say no, so Treat doesn't count. And we're gonna have to turn the mic down on the YouTube, so because they're playing music. And we're back here at Meridian Bobcat Gymnasium. I'm Ron Ellis for WIBH and the Vienna High School Connection. I hope you're enjoying this broadcast, whether you're watching it on YouTube or on the stream. 38-32 is our halftime score here. We've had 10 lead changes and 1 tie in this contest. And Vienna's biggest lead has been 6 points at 8-2. Meridian's biggest lead has been 9 points at 38-29. It's presently 38-32, a 6-point deficit for the Vienna Eagles. Vienna was outscored 15-14 in the first quarter, and Meridian outscored Vienna 23-18 in the second quarter to open up a 6-point lead. Leading scorer in the game by far is Roderick Gatewood Jr. He exploded for 14 points in the second quarter, had 7 in the first quarter, and he's got 21 points in the first half. Tristan Mackins has 7 points. Josh Everidge has 4 points for Cole Kaufman and 2 for Deontay Reed off the bench. They are 4 of 5 from the free throw line for 80%, and Meridian has 5 turnovers in the first half. Vienna has 9 turnovers in the first half. Their leading scorer is Charlie King. He has 2 threes, a deuce, and 2 free throws for his 10 points. Caden Vaughn has 2 threes and a deuce for 8 points. Buddy Clay off the bench has 4 field goals, all in the second quarter for 8 points. Owen Treat, a 3 and a deuce for 5. And Marquedo Constante, 1 of 2 free throws for 1 point. And Vienna was 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 75% in the first half. It's been very up and down, and for the most part, a pretty clean game. 2 fouls for Javarian Ranson, 2 fouls for Tristan Mackins, 2 fouls for Damari Jackson, 1 on Roderick Gatewood, and 1 on Deontay Reed, as they had 8 fouls called against them in the first half. For the Vienna Eagles, Charlie King has 2, Owen Treat has 2, Caden Vaughn 1, and Jacob Waters 1, as Vienna had 6 team fouls called against them in the first half. So possession arrow is going to Meridian to start the second half when we get going here in just a few minutes. Tuesday night, no games tomorrow night by either the Vienna girls or Vienna boys. On Thursday night, the girls will be at home finally. They'll play Carbondale at home on Thursday evening. JV game starts at 6:15. The boys will play a conference game on Friday night at Christopher. That game time at 6:15 for the JV. And then on Saturday night, the 28th, Vienna boys will host Cesar Valliere in the evening at 6:15 is the JV game. The girls have a matinee game at Christopher. The JV game starts at 11 o'clock. The varsity game will start around 12:15 on Saturday afternoon at Christopher. So we'll have 2 games on the road, or 1 on the road at Christopher for the girls and 1 at home against Cesar Valliere. All the games on the away games, we're going to continue to work on getting everything with the YouTube. So we'll have the YouTube, and then with the headset here, we'll be able to have all of those games. Hopefully everything sounds good. On the 31st, the last day of January, the boys will be hosting Hamilton County in a non-conference game. The JV game starts at 6:15 and the varsity game around 7:30 would be the game time there. We're just a couple of weeks away from regionals starting. On February 1st, we'll find out what the seeds are for the regional tournament for girls, and then we'll find out what the actual assignments are on Thursday, February the 2nd. That's a big day because the girls will be hosting the Goreville Blackcats in round 2 of the Johnson County grudge matches, if you want to call it that. We beat them by 3 points on a 3-pointer by Summer Daubert last from the right corner at Goreville back in December. And speaking of Summer Daubert, congratulations to the sophomore, as last night she hit 11 threes to set a new school record for most threes in a single game, breaking the old record of 10, and the team hit 14. Abby Jones came off the bench, hit 2 threes. Jenna Waters hit a 3, and Daubert had 11. So we had 14 3-pointers last night at ZR with the ZR Alvarado Falcons co-op team, and 82-22 was the final score for that game. And the two school records were met or tied last night, tied or set. 14 3-pointers, and ties the school record for a single game for a team, and 11 for Summer Daubert. Congratulations to her. And they'll have the Carbondale Terriers coming up. I think, and we'll find, I've got Ross Hill's going to give me the information, but I think Summer, the all-time record for a career for 3-pointers for the girls is 155, I believe, and she's in this vicinity of 125, 130, somewhere in that range for her career, and we'll get an exact number and then we can pass that on. But she's getting in the vicinity as a sophomore of setting the record for most threes for a career. We're about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. I believe it's going to be Meridian basketball to start this second half. 38-32 is our halftime score here. And we are just about ready for action. Get all my sheets set up here for this second half. Vienna. Cheerleaders, they need to get on. They need to get in there too, don't they? They need to get in the game too, right? It will be Meridian basketball. Caden Vaughn, Charlie King, Dayton Nichols, Stanley Owen Treat, and Tommy Hullhubner, the 5 Eagles, and Shamer Easley, Tristan Mackins, Roderick Gatewood. 22 is Cole Kaufman, and 10 is Josh Every, the original starting lineup for both teams. Gatewood goes around the left side, takes it out beyond the arc, and we're early in the third quarter. Ball tipped away by Hullhubner, and Nichols comes out there with it. The 6th turnover in the game on Meridian. Into the front court over to Vaughn. Vaughn looks inside, nothing there, backs it up towards center court. Top of the key to King, left side over to Treat, they dump it into Hullhubner, left elbow. Back out on top to Treat. Treat got by with a walk over to King. King takes a dribble to Treat, and Treat will bring it out to the top of the key, and man-to-man down to Hullhubner. Off the glass, too strong. Nichols shot up off the weak side rebound, up and in, and Dayton Nichols in the top scoring column for the first time, and it's 38-34. Gatewood underneath the rim, over out to Easley. Back to Gatewood for 3, off the back of the rim, no good. Nichols with the rebound. He clears himself over to Treat. Treat into the front court with 7 minutes to go in the third. King for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound by Mackins, and we're going to have a foul on Vienna, and this may go against Dayton Nichols. It is. That's Dayton's first foul. First foul in the second half on anybody. 6:54 to go here in quarter number 3. And Mackins brings it up, working against Vaughn. Into the front court. Crossover dribble. Top of the key. Maintains the dribble. Kicks it back to Kaufman. Kaufman steps inside. And we have a walk. 7 turnovers. And their coach is way out on the floor, and he's right in the referee's face, and he's not getting any sympathy. Treat picks up the dribble, out on top to Vaughn. Into the left corner to Treat. Treat back to Vaughn. and it's almost like a matchup zone, but they are in a zone. Vaughn in the left corner, out to Treat, back to Vaughn. Skip pass to Hullhumner, dumps it down to King. King turns, spins, tried to get to Hullhumner, knocked out of bounds. That's going to be off of Hullhumner. 10 turnovers on Vienna. 6 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the third quarter, 38-34, Meridian. Gatewood brings it into the front court, working against Nichols, into the paint, kicks it in the left corner, over to Everidge, and we have a whistle, and they stepped out of bounds. It's getting physical. Very physical. 5:49 to go in the third quarter. King gets it into Treat. Treat brings it into the front court. Right side over to King. Hullhumner, right elbow, shot up, no good, tap up, no good. Hullhumner over to Treat. Little runner's good. Nice play by Hullhumner to get it to Treat. And it's 38-36. Quickly into the front court comes Gatewood. Gatewood crosses the 10-second line into the paint. Fadeaway jumper's good. He's got 23, and it's 40-36. Into the front court comes Treat, working against Mackins. Treat maintains the dribble, 5:15 to go in the third. Goes to Hullhumner in the right corner. Dumps it into Nichols. Ball stripped away from him. Nichols gets it back. Skip pass, left side over to Treat. Treat takes the dribble, kicks back to Vaughn. Long three, got it! Caden Vaughn has 11, and it's 40-39. Into the front court, Mackins, he drains it, drops it, he drains it. He's got 10, 43-39. Into the front court again, stolen by Kaufman, batted around, and Mackins comes out there with it. Mackins into the front court, 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Mackins on the right side, hands it off to Gatewood. Long three-pointer off the front of the rim. Vaughn with the rebound. Lets everyone clear, gets it over to Treat. Treat works against Gatewood into the front court, left side over to King. King goes baseline, and he is fouled by Kaufman and goes down hard on his left elbow. They help him up, Kaufman helps him up, and Kaufman will pick up his first foul of the game. Charlie King will go to the free throw line for two. 4:27 to go here in quarter number 3. And the free throw's good. Charlie has 11. He hasn't scored since the free throws back in the second quarter. 43-40. Vienna back to within one possession. King can make it a 2-point deficit with a made free throw. Takes one extra dribble. And the right-hander's free throw good. 43-41. King now with 12 points. And it's a 2-person press. They bring it into the front court to Mackins. Working against Treat. Baseline jumper, air ball, and coming out of there with it was Hunter Webb, 5'10" sophomore. And Vienna throws it away. I didn't see Hunter come in there. And Javarian Ranson coming in for the Bobcats. Vienna with 12 turnovers tonight, just 8 on the Bobcats. And Nichols is going to come up with a foul, bumping Gatewood. That's Nichols' second. That's the second team foul on Vienna for the half. And in the backcourt, Mackins looks to get it into Kaufman. He hands it off to Mackins, and Mackins will bring it up against Vaughn with not much pressure, just token pressure. Mackins, we have an offensive foul and an illegal pick on number 10, Josh Everidge. An illegal pick. King into Treat. Or no, that's Hunter Webb. Hunter Webb with the basket. Nice play on the entry pass. That's his first basket. And it's 43-43. Our second tie of the game. Shot put up, no good. King with the rebound. King gets it over to Treat. To Nichols. Nichols attacks the basket. 10 and 1! Oh, baby, what a shot! As Nichols took it hard to the hole, he got hammered. He'll go to the line for the end 3. And Dayton Nichols now with 4 points. And the foul on number 22, Cole Hoffman, that's his second. Third team foul on the Bobcats. Gives Vienna the lead back at 45-43, and the free throw is good, 46. 43. Our 11th lead change in the game. 3:35 to go here in this basketball in the third quarter. Gatewood into the corner, over to Ranson. He dribbles through a double team into the paint all the way down. Charlie King gets the block. .323 to go in the third quarter. Vienna on a 10-3 run. And Deontay Reed comes in, replaces Josh Everidge. I tell you what, he's quite a specimen as just a freshman. Coffin takes it hard to the hole, finger roll up and in. He's got 6, and it's 46-45. Treat working against Mackins, brings it into the front court with the dribble, takes it to the hole, and he's going to go to the line for 2. And number 50, Reed, with his second foul. That'll be the 4th team foul on the Meridian Bobcats. Owen to the free throw line, has 7 points this evening. His first is no good. 46-45, Vienna. They've trailed by as many as 9. Been a good quarter so far for the Eagles. Second free throw by Owen is nothing but the bottom of the net. He's got 8, and it's 47-45. Into the game, number 34, Paul Bone, 5'10" senior. And he is a very physical basketball player. Full court press by the Eagles. They get it into Bone. Bone hands it off to Gatewood. Gatewood goes baseline. LA shot up, blocked by King. Hunter gets the block on Reed, and we're going to have a jump ball. A jump ball, and the possession arrow will go to Vienna. 2:51 to go in the third. They get into Vaughn. Vaughn up the Treat. Treat into the front court, into the paint. Turns, spins, back to King. King lays it up and in! Nice assist by Treat, and it's 49-45, Vienna. Full court pressure. Mackins races into the front court. Gets it to Bone. Bone in the left corner. Out on top over to Mackins. Mackins, shake and bake move, working against Nichols. Kicks it back to Gatewood. Gatewood is fouled by Nichols on a reach-in. That'd be Nichols' 3rd. Gatewood, very adept to drawing fouls. That'll be the 4th team foul, I believe, on Vienna. No, 3rd team foul on Vienna. Mackins goes left baseline. Fade away. Short. Vaughn with the rebound. Vaughn up to Treat. Treat into the front court, over to King. King thought about a 3, drives it all the way in. Little floater, short, no good. Bone with the rebound. Bone gets it over to Mackins, over to Gatewood. Gatewood into the front court. Stops, pops. Got it. He's got 26, and it's 48-49. Vienna by a point. Treat takes it all the way down. Little floater. Doesn't get the roll. Bone gets the rebound. He hands it off over to Mackins. Mackins dribbles through traffic into the front court. Picks up the dribble. Gets it over to Gatewood. 1:40 to go here in the third quarter. Gatewood working against Vaughn. And we're going to have a holding foul on Caden Vaughn. That'll be Caden Vaughn's 2nd. That'll be the 4th team foul on Vienna. And we're down to 1:38 to go in the third quarter. And we're going to have a sub. Number 4, Raheem Glover comes in. And Tommy Hullhumner comes in for Nichols, who's going to sit down with 3 fouls. Bone into the backcourt to Gatewood. Travels back, gets it, brings it into the front court. We're under 1:33 to go. Long 3 off the side of the rim. Treat chases it down. Long pass down to Hunter. Over to Hullhumner. Up and in! Beautiful pass by Webb to Hullhumner. He's in the scoring column, and it's 51-48. What a pass! Treat started it. Ball's up in the air. Treat steals it into the front court. Down to King. He loses possession. He looked to see where he was going to go, and he took his eyes off the ball, and that's 13 And timeout called, a full timeout called by Meridian. We'll be right back after these messages. We're back. 51-48. Vienna has come roaring back. We scored 19 points this quarter to their 10 and erased a 6-point deficit. It has, as this game has progressed, it has become much, much more physical, and the fouls are starting to add up as a result. Nichols has 3. King has 2. Treat has 2. Vaughn has 2. Waters hasn't played in the third quarter. He still has 1. Ranson for Meridian has 2. Mackins has 2. Jackson has 2. Kaufman has 2. Reed has 2. Gatewood 1. Everidge 1. Meridian with the basketball. A token press by Vienna. Excuse me. Bone with the rebound off the missed shot by Mackins. Tip up, no good. Treat with the rebound. Treat. Pass down to Webb. Webb lets the man pass. Dipping in. Hunter Webb with a nice move to the basket. And it's 53-48. Into the front court comes Mackins. Mackins, skip pass to Bone. Bone thought about a 3. Over to Glover. His 3, no good. Vaughn with the rebound. Vaughn. Ball's knocked loose. Gatewood with the steal. Lays it up and missed the bunny. Vaughn has it. Over to Treat. Treat wants to run. 3-on-2. Right corner over to Hullhumner. Back to Vaughn for 3. No good. Rebound by Reed, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound. Probably by Hunter Webb. It is. Hunter Webb with the foul. 15.5 seconds to go. And Buddy Clay's coming in for Webb. Webb's had a heck of a game here in the third quarter. He's picked up 4 points. And Deontay Reed will inbound it, length of the floor to go. Gets it over to Gatewood. And Gatewood with 13 seconds passes it up over in the front court to Mackins. Vienna comes back to challenge. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. Mackins, top of the key. Shake and bake move into the corner. Glover's 3 off the back of the rim, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. 53-48. Vienna has come back to an erase a 6-point deficit with a 5-point lead. After 3, we'll total everything up, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter right after these messages. We're back real quick. 14 points for Charlie King, 11 for Caden Vaughn, 8 for Owen Treat, 2 for Tommy Hullhumner, 5 for Dayton Nichols, 4 for Hunter Webb, 1 for Marquedo Constante, 8 points for Buddy Clay, 13 turnovers on Vienna after 3 quarters, 11 turnovers on Meridian after 3 quarters, 10 for Mackins, 4 for Everidge, 6 for Kaufman, 26 for Gatewood, and 2 for Reed. They were 0 for 0 from the free throw line, and I'll have to get Vienna's here in a minute. Mackins goes baseline. He's triple teamed. And he gets rid of the ball. Glover with the shot off and just threw it away. Got it over to King, over to Treat. Treat quickly into the front court. Left corner to Vaughn. Vaughn out on top of King. Launches the three. Got it! Charlie King with 17. And it's 56-48. Eagles quickly coming the other ways. Gatewood, man, was that fast. He's got 28, and it's 56-50. Treat is fouled. I believe that foul was on number 10 or 2. They get it down to Treat. Over to King. King goes baseline. Little floater. No good. Into the front court. With it is Mackins. Long three. Got it. Wow. He's got 13. And it's 56-53. They cut it in half. Treat brings the ball into the front court for the Eagles. Down to Clay. Misses the bunny. Tip up. No good by King. And Gatewood with the rebound. Gatewood into the front court with the ball. Shake and bake move in the corner. Short. Treat with the rebound. Treat down to King. King races down, puts it up, and scores. He's got 19, and it's 58-53. Nice pass by Treat again. Another assist. Mackins brings it into the front court with 6:15 to go. Mackins launches the three. Got it! He tried to say that he was fouled, but it's 58-56. Mackins with back-to-back threes. Treat shovels it off over to King. His three. Rims out of there. Fights for the rebound. It goes off of Buddy Clay. 5:58 to go in the game. Vienna with a scant 2-point lead. Mackins passes it over to Gatewood. Back over to Mackins. To Gatewood. They bring it across the half line. Working against Hullhuber. Ball stolen by Vaughn. On the ground is Gatewood. King over to Clay. No good! Vaughn with the rebound. Out to King. In the right corner to Hullhuber. Down to Clay again. Misses it again. Oh, baby. 2 point-blank shots missed by Clay. Mackins into the front court with it. Mackins out on top over to Kaufman. And we have a foul against Buddy Clay away from the ball. That'll be Buddy Clay's first. Or is it a double foul? Is it a technical? Must be a technical foul on Buddy Clay because Gatewood is shooting free throws with nobody there, and the first free throw is good. Has to be a technical foul. 58-57, and Gatewood can tie it with a made free throw, and he misses it. He's got 29 points, and it will be Meridian basketball. So that it had to be a technical foul. That's the 7th team foul on the Eagles for the half. That'll put them in the bonus. Mercado Constante comes in. Hunter Webb comes in. Caden Vaughn, Tommy Hullhuber, and Owen Treat. 5 Eagles on the floor. Mackins in the back court with the ball. Working against Cato. Brings it across the half line. Double team. Picks up the dribble. Ball stolen by Webb. Over to Hullhuber. To Constante. Constante back to Vaughn. Vaughn on top to Treat. 5:09 to go. Treat to the hole. Little hook shot. No good. Vaughn with the follow. No good. And Vienna. Treat has it. Puts it up and in! 10 points for Treat. And it's 60-57. Quickly. Gatewood for 3. Rims out of there. Treat with the rebound. Treat wants to run. Into the front court. Free throw line. Slows it up. Back over to Hullhuber. Back to Treat. To Hullhuber. Left side to Cato. Cato into the paint. Left elbow. 15-footer. It rims out. Ball's loose on the ground. Saved. Over to Mackins. Mackins brings it into the front court for the Bobcats. Vienna has had 4 shots here in the last minute or so that have just rimmed out. Won't stay in the hole. Mackins on the right side picks up the dribble. Out on top to Kaufman. To Easley. Easley into the paint. Little floater. Got the rim. That's his first basket of the night. It's 60-59. Quickly. Vaughn dribbles out of a double team. Left side over to Treat. Treat into the front court with 4:03 to go in the game. Treat, top of the key between the circles. Working against Mackins. Mackins, let him dribble. Now he goes to the right side. All the way down, off the glass and in! Treat with 12, and it's 62-59. Vienna by 3. Gatewood passes it up to Mackins into the front court. Mackins takes it right to the hole, lays it up and scores. Had a lane to the basket, he took it, and it's 62-61. Treat working against Mackins into the front court. We're going to get, oh no, this is Easley. And Easley will pick up the blocking foul. That'll be their 16th foul. Easley's first. .336 to go in the game. .62-61 Vienna. Hullhumner into the backcourt to Treat. Treat working against Mackins. Walks it across the 10-second line. Mackins forces him to the right. Turns, spins, backs it up beyond the arc. 3:23 to go. They get it into Hullhumner. He's banged from behind. Back to Treat. Long three. Kaboom! Oh, and Treat drains a three. 65-61. Here comes Gatewood. Into the front court over to Mackins. Mackins double 10. Picks up the dribble. Bounces it loose. And coming out of there with it was Everidge. Back to Mackins for three. No good. Rebound coming over the top is Everidge. Hullhumner with nice inside position, boxed out well. Everidge will pick up his second foul, and we'll go to the other line for a 1-and-1 by Tommy Hullhumner. Hullhumner with just 2 points here tonight. 65-61 Vienna. Boy, with all these free throws are going to be good. Vienna was 4 of 5 from the free throw line in the third quarter. They're 7 of 9 coming into this free throw right here, and it's good. 8 of 10 for Vienna from the free throw line for the game. It's 66-61. Deontay Reed and Javarian Ranson come in for Easley and Everidge for the Bobcats. 3 minutes and 1 second to go. Tommy Hullhumner's free throw, no good. Rebound by Reed. Reed gets it over to Mackins into the front court, working against Kiddo. Brings it across the half line. Picks up the dribble. He's double teamed, and we're going to get a timeout, 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here with 2:52 to go in the basketball game. 66-61 Vienna. Vienna came back to take the lead, 46-43 on a traditional three-point play by Dayton Nichols in the third quarter, and Vienna has been able to maintain that lead here since that point. It was 53-48 coming into the fourth quarter. Vienna outscored Meridian 21-10 in that third quarter to erase a 6-point deficit and take a 5-point lead. Mackins, Reed, Gatewood, Kaufman, and Ranson, the 5 Bobcats on the floor. 2:52 to go in the game, and we'll see who comes out of the huddle. Cato, Hullhumner, King, Vaughn, and Treat late. He was wiping off his hands. We'll give him that. Bobcat basketball, Kaufman into the backcourt to Gatewood. Gatewood to Kaufman. Hands it off to Gatewood. Over to Mackins. Mackins out to the top. 2:40 to go here in the game. Shake and bake move. Oh, what a move by Mackins. Wow. 66-63. Full court pressure. King gets it over to Vaughn into the front court. Shake and bake move. Takes it out on top. Maintains the dribble. Working against Gatewood. Gets it to Cato. Cato right side over to Treat to King. King. Vienna looks like they want to run a little clock. Over to Treat. Treat. 3-point lead by Vienna with 2:15 to go in the game. Treat goes right side. Cut off. Kicks it back to Cato. Cato. Left corner to Vaughn. Vaughn out on top to King. Gatewood's all over him. And we're going to get a timeout by Vienna. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with 2:06 to go. I'm going to grab a quick drink. Vienna has some good free throw shooters out there and ball handlers too. So they look like they want to still attack the basket, but what it looked like to me, they were looking for a backdoor cut. They want to get a layup out of this or a foul. Both teams are in the bonus for the rest of the game. They both have 17 fouls. Vienna has a 3-point lead, and quite frankly, Vienna, I think, is a little bit better free throw shooting team than the Meridian Bobcats. King, Cato, Treat, Hullhumner, and Vaughn, the 5 Eagles on the floor right now. King has the ball. Gets it into Treat. Treat into the paint. Little floater. Got the roll. Oh, baby. It bounced on the rim 3 times, and it's 68-63. Quickly coming the other way is Mackins. Mackins over to Gatewood. Gatewood double team. Into the corner to Kaufman. His 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound by Ranson. Ranson puts it up, and he's blocked by Hullhumner, and Hullhumner is going to pick up the foul. That'll be Tommy's first, and 2 free throws for Javarian Ranson, who has not scored here this evening. 68-63. Eagles with 1:46 left in the game. Javarian hasn't scored here this evening. His first free throw is good. It rims around and falls in. 68-64. Big difference between a 2-possession game and a 1-possession game. That's what this free throw represents. Second free throw is no good. Rebound by Vaughn. And it's a 2-possession game for the Vienna Eagles. King all the way to the hole. Has the ball stripped away from him. We're going to have a foul. Wow, he wasn't shooting. Foul on number 4 is Raheem Glover. That's his first. 8th. Should be the 8th team foul. Oh, they're going to say it's on Gatewood. And Charlie King to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's got 19 points, make it 20. 69-64. Eagles. And we have to have a uniform adjustment by Javarian Ranson. Gets his shirt tucked in properly. Now they give the ball to King. 1:40 to go in the game. Charlie takes an extra deep breath, 1 extra dribble, and the free throw is good. He's got 21, and it's 70-64. Gatewood into the front court, stop and go dribble, into the corner, working against Treat, out over to Mackins. Mackins can't get the shot off, over to Gatewood. Gatewood forces the 3 off the front of the rim. Treat with the rebound, and he is fouled by Gatewood, and this will be Gatewood's 3rd foul. And Treat will go to the other side of the floor with a 1-and-1. Owen Treat with 2, 4, 6, 9 points this quarter, 17 for the game. And he can have a 1-and-1 here. Vienna hits their free throws. That'll help keep them at bay. Owen with 1:26 makes it. 71-64. 10 points this quarter for the junior. 18 for the game. Owen, very deliberate, takes his time, doesn't get in a hurry. His free throw is good. And it gives Vienna a 72-64 lead. Gatewood into the front court. Kicked by Treat. Field goal attempt, wide right. 1:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. 72-64. Damari Jackson into the game for the Bobcats. He's number 12. Mackins gets it into Ranson. Ranson splits a double team, shovels it over to Gatewood, kicks it in the corner over to Jackson, down to Reed, shot blocked by Hullhuber. He gets it back up, no good, comes over the top, and Reed comes over the top of Hullhuber, and Hullhuber will have 2 free throws, as that'll put him in the double bonus. That'll be Reed's 3rd foul, and Tommy, who hit 1 of 2 just a little bit ago, will have 2 free throws this time. Tommy Hullhuber with 2 points on the evening. 3 points on the evening. And Tommy's first free throw with 1:08 to go in the game. Boy, would this be good. Makes them both, we'd have a 3-possession game. First free throw's good. 73-64. He's got 4 points tonight. Tommy takes a breath. Takes another breath. Another dribble. Now he's ready. Right-hander got the roll. And it is a 3-possession game for the Eagles. 74-64. Gatewood is going to be fouled by Charlie King. And that'll be King's 3rd. And Gatewood will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. He's right at his 30-point average. He's got 29 right now. And Bobcat must be coming in for Gatewood. I can't believe it. There's 62 seconds left in the game. Free throw is no good. Reed with the rebound. Long 3 by Gatewood, no good. Treat with the rebound. Treat, long pass down to King. King lays it up and scores. 76-64, and that could be the dagger. Mackins brings it into the front court. Steps back, 3, off the front of the rim. Treat with the rebound. Treat gets it over to Hullhuber. Hullhuber in the front court, right side over to Vaughn. Skip pass to King. 30 seconds to go. On top to Treat. Treat takes it inside. Now he dribbles back out. They just want to run the clock out. Over to Treat to Hullhuber. Hullhuber to Vaughn, and it looks like they're not going to foul. And this will be the final score, 76-64. King out on top to Hullhuber. He hands it off to Treat. And that's the final score. Gatewood and Treat hug. And 76-64, Vienna comes out of here with a very hard-fought victory here this evening over the Meridian Bobcats, and a great win for the Eagles. Sit up there on the clock if you would, bud, and just leave it, yeah, and let it. You'll have to raise it up a little bit.
So, you want me to put it up here?
No, here, like this.
Okay.
There you go. Now zoom it in just a little bit. 76-64. I'm going to total everything up, and we'll be right back, and we'll have an interview with Coach after these messages. That'll work. Thank you.
Yep.
And we're back here at Meridian High School, home of Bobcat country. And what a game for the Vienna Eagles. In the second half especially, they outscored Meridian 21-10 in the third quarter, 23-16 in the fourth quarter, 44-26 was what Vienna outscored Meridian in the second half. What a great second half for the Vienna Eagles here this evening. We had 11 lead changes and 2 ties during the game. But Dayton Nichols put us ahead for good in the third quarter as we erased a 6-point deficit, came back, and it was a 14-5 run at that point to give us a 3-point lead. We were tied 43-43, and Nichols was fouled, hit the free throw, and gave us the lead, and we wound up leading by 5 points at the end of the third quarter, 53-48, and then final score after winning the fourth quarter, 23-16, was 76-64. For the Meridian Bobcats here this evening, they had 2 people in double figures. Roderick Gatewood has been averaging 30 points a game. He was right there. He had 29. He missed his last 2 free throws, or he would have had 30 points this evening. He missed the second of a 2-shot foul, and he missed the front end of a 1-and-1 right toward the end of the game. Tristan Mackins had 20 points for the game. Those were the only 2 Bobcats in double figures. It was 1 point for Javarian Rancid, 2 points for Shamer Easley, 4 points for Josh Everidge, 6 points for Cole Kaufman, and 2 points for Deontay Reed. They hit 7 of 10 free throws for the game at 70%, and they had 12 turnovers for the basketball game. Vienna did not turn the ball over in the fourth quarter. They had 13 turnovers through 3 quarters, and they finished the game with that same 13 number. They protected the basketball very well in the fourth quarter, and it was a very physical game, and Vienna took care of the basketball, which is huge. They had 3 people in double figures. The leading scorer for the Eagles here tonight was Charlie King with 23 points. There's a second door on the side. I don't know if you can get in over here or not, but I know you can. Second door on the right. See if one of these doors right here will let you in. 23 points for Charlie King, 19 points for Owen Treat, and King had 9 points in the fourth quarter, and Owen Treat had 11 points in the fourth quarter. Caden Vaughn finished the game with 11 points. And there you go. 5 points for Tommy Hullhumner, 5 points for Dayton Nichols, 4 for Hunter Webb, 1 for Marcato Constante, and
this one?
yeah, we're gonna be on YouTube too. We're trying something new here.
Okay. All right.
So just speak up a little bit and we'll be okay.
All right, I'll try.
So I was going over the points. Charlie King had 9 points in the fourth quarter, 23 for the game. Owen Treat had 11 points in the fourth quarter, 19 for the game. Caden Vaughn had 11 points for the game. It was 8 for Buddy Clay off the bench, 5 points for Tommy Hullhumner, 5 points for Dayton Nichols, 4 for Hunter Webb, and 1 for Marcato Constante. Vienna hit 14 of 17 free throws for the game, 82%, and when the game was on the line, Vienna hit 7 of 8 free throws in the fourth quarter for 88%, and they were 2 of 5 in the fourth quarter for 40%, and they missed the front end of a 1-and-1 at the very end. So, coming down to free throws, we outscored them by 7 points from the free throw line. We win the game by 12. What a second half by Vienna. We erased a 6-point deficit, outscored them 21-10 in the third quarter, 23-16 in the fourth quarter, 44-16, Coach, in the second half. You can't ask for much better than that.
No, that's exactly what we did ask for. So they responded and did a very good job. They bothered us a little bit with their quickness at times, and they were tenacious. We'd have the ball, and then their hands are so quick that they popped it loose, and it made it tough. But this was a good game for us to go against a quality team like this. They were undefeated down here this year, and and they've played everybody really tough. They've gotten really good. Their coach does a marvelous job, and I feel like our kids really responded in that third quarter in particular. That was a grinded out kind of a thing. It's not like we came out and ran off 14 straight easy points. They were fighting us tooth and nail.
Well, it's interesting you say that. We had a 10-0 run, a 10-2 run to help give us the lead, and that was the big run that we had in the third quarter. But it was a very physical.
Easy.
Oh, no.
They were execution ones. We set a couple things up and we ran them and we scored off of them. That's what I meant.
It was a very physical basketball game, and in the fourth quarter, I'll be honest with you, I really truly believe that our conditioning came into play in the fourth quarter because we were able to do baseball passes and get layups in the fourth quarter where they were not able to do that, and they had done it earlier in the game.
Sure. Yeah, I like to think we're in as good a shape as any team in Southern Illinois, certainly. So we pride ourselves on that. The kids kept fighting, kept going, and we count on outrunning people, particularly late in the game. We always tell them third and fourth are ours.
And they have been.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good win here tonight. We go to 21-3 over the season as a whole, and I want to take just a couple minutes because we didn't get a chance to talk about because of the way the things were done at the Massac County for the Superman Classic. We weren't able to really talk after the Goreville game, but heck of a game. Way to respond. A way to respond after a tough loss to the Massac County Patriots.
Right.
On Friday night. We came back and another slugfest. I mean, it was a war, and with the Goreville Blackcats, and we came out of there with a victory, 61-50, and another team effort.
Yes, I was very proud of them Saturday night because playing a grudge battle, if you will, or a big rival game right after the letdown of that Massac game, which it was a tremendous letdown. I sent a note to all of them, and I told them, I said, it took me till 4 a.m. to rid myself of all the bad feelings for this one. Now I'm ready to go. I expect all of you to be ready to go, and we're going to forget all about it and play basketball, and we're going to be the hardest working team on the floor. And they responded tremendously.
Well, and that's the mark of a good team. Do you want to lose? No. But to be able to come back less than 24 hours after a tough loss and play to the caliber that we did, and that place was packed. Mm-hmm. What was funny was the game before ours with Graves County and Carterville. When I got there at the beginning of the game, you might have had 150 people in the gym. But by the time that game ended, they were 20 deep in the corners coming in the gym, and that place between games just absolutely filled up. There was maybe 50 seats that were open, and that filled up quickly during the first quarter. And it was a great crowd that come in there, and a very noisy, bipartisan crowd too, because Goreville was there in force and Vienna was there in force.
Right. I think that's an unheralded part of our success this year, is our crowd has grown and grown and grown and grown, and that's a testament to the hard work that these young men have put in, and it's also reflective of how much Vienna community cares about these kids. So I'm really blessed to have that kind of a following for a team that I coach, and and of course the kind of kids we have makes it easier for them to want to follow.
Well, and you know, I'm going to say this, and you may or may not agree with me, but this team that we have for the Vienna Eagles, they play hungry. They want, they share the basketball very well, but they don't care who scores. They just want somebody to score every trip down the floor.
Right. Yeah. And that's probably one of, if not the hardest things to accomplish for a team. To subjugate your own glory for others is the mark of a really good person, not just a good basketball player. So I'm very proud of him.
Well, looking at the schedule here, it'll be 2.5 weeks since we've had a conference game. We've had a lot of non-conference games, a tournament in there, and we may have played some conference opponents, but they didn't count as conference games.
Sure.
We get back into conference this weekend. We go to Christopher Friday night. That's always a tough place to play. And then we host Cesar Valere and on Saturday night. So 2 big conference games. One of the goals I know is to win the conference, and to do that outright, you almost have to go undefeated. And you know, these are 2 big conference games for that goal.
Right. Yes. Yes. We didn't get a conference win the other night. Neither did Christopher get one the other night when they played and defeated a very, very dangerous
Johnson City
team.
That was in a tournament.
Yes. And so right now we're 7-0, but we've got 2 more with just 1 loss apiece. So this is far from over. Also, Christopher, I thought that they would come around, and they have. They're playing very good basketball now. They'll be a tough out for us, particularly there. We played, I'm going to remind the kids, we played them in a do-or-die game at their place last year that was our only chance to share the title, and we came away with the victory. So I hope we can repeat that, and then we've got Cesar coming in Saturday night.
Well, I can guarantee you their coach will have them flat ready to play.
Oh, yeah.
Friday night. I like him. He's a good young coach.
He is very good, yes.
But hard to believe when this week's over with, we're down to just 3 weeks of basketball before regionals.
That's right. Yep. That's when the real basketball starts. These are just dress rehearsals, and they're fun, but really until you taste the fruits of your labors in the second season, you don't really understand. And that's when it's all or nothing, and you can't stumble, you can't have a bad game. You have to keep playing and winning one at a time.
Well, what I think is really awesome is that you guys set goals, and that's important. I believe that goal setting, you can't have the emphasis that there is on goals, because that's your yardstick.
Right.
And we have put ourselves in the position to fulfill many of those goals toward the end of this season. The hard work that we've taken to get here, we're 21-3 right now, so 24 games into the season, we have 31 regular season games total, and so we've got 7 games left. But we have now put ourselves into position to fulfill the goals that you guys set back at the beginning of this basketball season.
Right. Yes, we're within reach of several, like you pointed out, and we've just got to bring them home. It's one step at a time, and we're getting better, but other people are too, and so we've got to understand that. I have felt that we have stumbled only a couple times all year, and have stayed on an even keel, not too high, not too low, and that's what I'm proud of, because that's what can enable you to have a run in the second season.
Well, it's amazing to me. You haven't talked about it very much, and I'm not going to mention any names, but we've been dealing with it's amazing to me in the last 2 to 3 weeks how many ankle injuries have come into play. It's like the curse of the ankle.
Right.
Is there some kind of gremlin for some ankle gremlin monkey out there?
No, it just happens, and fortunately, our kids just persevered. Some of them were able to come back, not as strong as they normally are, but they got back in the lineup fairly quickly. Others, it took a while, and that gave some room for development to some other kids that you saw some of that tonight. I think Hunter came in, did a great job.
Buddy Clay?
Jacob came in, did a great job. Buddy Clay. I mean, our bench really played well.
Well, and Cato is getting more comfortable with his knee injury.
Yes.
You can see it.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did a very good job defensively, particularly the second half, and that was huge for us.
He may not be scoring the points, but when you have a tough defensive assignment, a lot of times you sacrifice point scoring for defense.
Yeah. He missed a couple shots he normally hits, but he didn't really shoot very much. His role tonight was, as you said, more defensive in nature.
Well, Coach, congratulations. I know we got a long trip, and congratulations on the win here tonight. It was a hard-fought victory, 76-64. Kate coming back and holding them off at bay in that fourth quarter because they had it down to 1 point a couple of different times.
They sure did.
And they never did. They never were able to recapture that lead. And you never know what happens when a team is able to do that because it's frustrating when you can keep them that close and they just can't get over that hump.
Yeah, that's right. That does frustrate you, and it saps you a little bit. So, but I also thought we figured out their offense finally a little bit and did a much better job defensively on those two guys. I mean, they're extraordinary players, both of them. So, but we did a fine job on them, particularly down the stretch.
Well, congratulations on a good, hard-fought victory, 21-3 on the season, and back into the grinds of the Black Diamond West Friday night. They'll shoot out at the OK Corral up in Christopher.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Well, we'll hopefully. I don't think this weather's supposed to stay, is it?
No.
Okay.
Any snow that we get by Thursday will be gone.
Okay. Well, good. Well, I wouldn't cry if we were out of school tomorrow. I'm exhausted. I imagine they are too. So it wouldn't hurt, and we could heal up a little bit. That'd be nice. But if we have school, we'll be there.
I know one person especially would be all day in a hot and cold running water situation.
Yep.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Thank you for coming
you,
up.
Ron.
And I like this new setup we have where we can be it on YouTube and on the stream at the same time. And thanks to the school system for Josh Stafford and company helping us to provide all of this.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
And also, I think we'd be remiss if I didn't brag a little bit that I'm fortunate to have a player on my squad that is intelligent enough to set this stuff up and help the learning process. So
Charlie King helped me last night immensely. FaceTime, and there was the first time this is the first time, believe it or not, last night was the first time I've ever used an iPad, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And I'm an old
I kind of
fart.
suspected that when you called it an iPod.
But it's Charlie. On a FaceTime was able to get me in and got me everything set up. We'd gone through a dress rehearsal, and he was amazed that was the first time I'd ever tried to do set anything up like that on my own. But he really is a tremendous help.
Oh,
He's got in the technology world.
Good job.
He's got a great job going forward.
Yep.
Well, Bud, thank you very much.
Yeah, I better get going. They'll leave me. So,
thank you very
again,
much.
Ron.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Head coach Steve Dreer, and that's going to wrap everything up here tonight. Once again, the final score is 76-64. I hope it worked out well on the YouTube. and let us know if everything worked out great. During the course of the game, I'm not able to know what's going on, but hopefully it worked out well. I know it did on the streaming side, and thanks for your time this time. Until next time. So long, everybody, from Meridian, Illinois, or Mounds, Illinois at Meridian High School. I'm Ron Ellis. Thanks for your time this time. Until next time. So long, everybody, from Meridian High School.
We're there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll show you what I do this.
Okay.